Don't let the ASVAB trick you up on the vocab. It happens all the time. Words look easy and then boom, you pick the wrong answer. In this video, I've got 10 of the trickiest words people miss. I'll break down what they really mean, show you how they'll show up on the test, and give you quick memory hacks so you can lock in on them fast. This is the U.S. Military Test Prep channel by Study.com. I'm Sandra, your ASVAB Prep Coach. I'm here to get you ready for test day, so let's dive in. Our first word is obscure. Let's break down this practice question. We've got an obscure explanation that's causing confusion. Now, if the soldiers left confused, the sergeant's explanation probably wasn't obvious or simple, right? And bright doesn't really make a lot of sense, since that could mean it was smart, but that wouldn't necessarily be confusing. So the best choice is C, unclear. Here's a quick way to remember it. Obscure is not clear. See what I did there? Little rhyme in action. Or another way to think of it is obscure is like an obstacle to seeing, which makes things harder to understand. Great job. Let's keep going. Our next word is sporadic. Here's a practice question. Now, sporadic means irregular, something that happens off and on without a steady pattern. Sporadic and erratic sound similar and mean similar things. Both are inconsistent or scattered. So let's look at the answer choices. Communication that's constant, timely, or frequent would actually help the mission, right? But if it's irregular, that would definitely cause problems. So the best choice is C, irregular. So what does ambivalent mean? It's having mixed feelings, being pulled in two directions at the same time. If you look at this word, right in the middle is the root, bi. Now when you bisect something, you're splitting it in two. Here's another byword, bicycle. A bicycle is a bicycle because it has two wheels, right? With that in mind, let's do something a little different. Pause the video here and see if you can figure out which answer is the right one. Did you get it? Do you see how confident, determined, and happy are all one-sided? Only unsure fits that tug of war between wanting to stay and wanting to go. So the best choice is B, unsure. But you already figured that out, right? Let's try arduous. And here's the practice question. Now let's think about this in context. A march through the mountains isn't easy, quick, or ordinary. That leaves us with B, difficult. Sometimes the answer choices are going to be just that easy. But let's say they're not. Here's how to remember it. Arduous sounds like harduous. It's hard, plain and simple. All right, let's keep going so this test won't be arduous. Next, we have ominous. Let's look at this practice question. For this question, let's pull out some context clues here. We have dark clouds that are creating some sort of feeling. Now for the answers, we can eliminate cheerful and exciting because those aren't words that would describe dark clouds, right? And depending on where you live, dark clouds could be ordinary, but that wouldn't really provoke any kind of feeling, would it? So our best answer is going to be B, threatening. That can describe dark clouds and incite feelings, yeah? So how to remember this word? If you've seen the movie The Omen, that's pretty threatening. But if you haven't, another way might be to do a word mash here. Omen with menace, ominous. Omen would be a prediction, and menace would be a not good thing. Sounds threatening to me. Our next word is precarious. Here's a practice question. All right, when something is precarious, it's unstable or dangerous. Like something could go wrong at any moment. Here's the trick. Right in the middle of the word precarious, it sounds like care. If you're in a precarious situation, you have to be extra careful because it's risky. Now pause the video and see if you can figure out which answer is right. All right, got it? You probably realize that balancing on a ledge isn't safe, secure, or easy. The best choice is A, right? Because if you were balancing on a ledge, I bet your mom will tell you to step back because it's dangerous. Okay, our next word is eloquent. Let's take a look at the sample question. Now, if you look at the sentence, you'll see that the speech was inspirational. That's a clue. Awkwardness and silence doesn't inspire anyone. So now we're down to two choices, and both are good, but one is better. Think of eloquent as elegant. An elegant person is going to have a pretty powerful impact on you, right? So given the two remaining choices, which one sounds more powerful and inspiring? If you guess persuasive, you'd be right. Clear is okay, but it doesn't fully capture the power of inspiring people, does it? You might see some tricky vocab questions like this one on the ASVAB. So first, eliminate all answers you can, and then think about which of the remaining ones is better. All right, let's move on to mundane. Let's start by taking a look at the sentence. It's looking like mundane is the opposite of exciting, right? I think the correct answer is obvious, but why don't you try pausing and seeing if you can figure it out just based on the sentence. Then come back and we'll talk it out. Did you guess ordinary? I mean, something dangerous, important, or rare sounds like it could be pretty exciting, right? So how do you remember mundane means ordinary? Well, it kind of sounds like Monday, right? And let's be real, Monday usually feels pretty ordinary, don't they? Let's do a couple more. How about capricious? Here's the question. Capricious means sudden, unknown, or changeable. Here's a way to remember it. Do you know what capri pants are? Not shorts, not full-length pants. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? You don't know. Or think of a commander who keeps changing orders on a whim. First it's move out, then it's hold position, then it's something else entirely. That kind of sudden shift is capricious. Now let's look at the answers. Careful, steady, and wise all suggest consistency. So our best choice is A, unpredictable. Our last word is alleviate. Here's our practice question. So what does alleviate mean? It means to make something less severe, to relieve it. An easy way to remember, alleviate looks like alleviate or a lighter weight. When you alleviate pain, you make the load lighter. Why don't you pause the video here and decide which answer fits best? Ready? Let's look at these answer choices. Increase, cause, and intensify don't seem like they'd make the pain lighter, do they? The only answer that makes sense is B, relieve. So going through practice like this helps you alleviate stress over the ASVAB, right? So why does this matter? Because the word knowledge section isn't just some random vocab quiz. It's a big part of your AFQT score, the score that decides if you even qualify to enlist. On top of that, it feeds into your line scores, which open or close doors to specific military jobs. Every word you learn here isn't just about passing a test. It's about giving yourself more opportunities when you join the military. The stronger your word knowledge score, the more options you'll have for the career you want. Here's what I recommend next. Start small and build a routine. Grab some index cards or a flashcard app and start building your own word bank. Don't just read the meanings, actually write them down and use them in a sentence. The more you mess with the word, the faster it sticks. Even a few minutes a day makes a difference. And when you're ready to level up, hit the online tools. Study.com has everything, lessons, study guides, practice tests, the whole deal. It's not just about cramming vocab. It's about training the way the ASVAB is actually going to test you. That's it for today. 10 tricky vocab words you don't want tripping you up on the ASVAB. If this helped you out, smash the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next drop. If you're serious about boosting your score, check out study.com for all you need to prep the smart way. And don't stop here. Watch our other ASVAB videos and playlists on this channel to keep stacking your skills. And then go crush that test.